ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वर्ष नंबर 367। अतः समाधत्स्व यतेन्द्रियासन् निरन्तरं शान्तमनः विध्वंस्य ध्वान्तमनाद्यविद्यया कृतं सदेकत्वविलोकनेन। I repeat again. अतः समाधत्स्व यतेन्द्रियासन् निरन्तरं शान्तमनः विध्वंस्य ध्वान्तमनाद्यविद्यया कृतं सदेकत्वविलोकनेन। See the translation. Therefore, with a serene mind and the sense control, ever concentrating on innermost self and realizing your identity with that reality, destroy the darkness of beginningless ignorance. See the translation again. Hence, with your mind calm and sense organs controlled, always drown the mind in the Paramatman, which within and through the realization of your identity with Brahman destroy the darkness created by ignorance, which is without beginning. In previous verse, we have studied only samadhi is the way for realization. There is no other way. There is no other option. So you must have to achieve this samadhi. Ata means therefore. Therefore, you have to do some work with mind and sense organs. See, everything is connected to the mind. Mind is a superpower. Mind is the supreme authority. If you really want to enter the world of understanding, sooner or later you will come to know the glory of the mind. This world is because of mind. If mind is, then world is. If no mind, then no world. And spirituality is also connect to the mind. Without mind, we cannot enter into spirituality too. So that this way, mind is playing games between inert and sentient. Mind is cause for mortal, immortal. Mind is cause for in and out. Mind is cause for bondage or liberation. So mind is very important part. If we want to experience the world, Mind is needed. Without mind, world does not exist. So we can experience the happiness or unhappiness, anger, greed, hatred, anything due to mind. Mind decorates all worldly concepts. If we are more alert, then we are more sentient. We feel more effect if our mind is alert. If mind is not there, then we cannot feel anything. So if you want to experience the worldly things, mind is needed. Only condition is mind should be impure. Mind should be impure, restless. Then the world is beautiful. If mind is restless, mind is impure, mind is influence of Satguna, Tamaguna, Rajoguna, then this world is very beautiful. Then anger is beautiful. Then hate also beautiful. We always glorify our hate. I hate someone because I have lots of reason for hate. I have lots of reason for my anger, for my love, for my passion. Because impurity of the mind. So more impure minds, the world is beautiful. Then we can enjoy the world. If mind is pure, then problems are there. Then world is not beautiful. If mind is pure, the worldly things lose their meanings. So the seeker is one who is controlled by own. The seeker is the person who can control himself, herself by own. If you don't control yourself, then other will control you. Controlling you must. Because every ignorant person should be controlled. So it is better we control ourselves. And what the meaning of the controlling? What is the meaning of the controlling? Samadhatsu yatendriyasya. Yatendriya, controlled mind. Controlled sense organs. So what is the meaning of the control? How to control? How can I control my eyes? How can I control my ears? So control means, let's understand, two things we should use properly, mind and other is sense organs. These two things connect us to the world. Our mind and our sense organs are way to enter to the world. Let them do their job. Let I do, I's work. Don't disturb. And we cannot change their nature. And it is not required. The nature of the eyes is watching, seeing. So there is no need to change. No required. The nature of the tongue is take a test. What is the problem? You cannot make any difference. It is nature. So how to control? What does it mean by control? Only point is you should be authority. Authority should be in you. Whatever decision has been taken by you, they must follow. Whatever decision, you can take any decision. You are authority and you should be authority. So only point is you must be authority. Authentic person you must be. Not your eyes, not your tongue, not your mind, not your nose. Authority should be in you. When you want to enjoy the world, you can enjoy. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the beauty of the nature. Enjoy the smell. Enjoy the Himalaya view. But when you do not want to do anything, you want to be quietness, you want to be calmness, then your mind, your sense organs follow your instructions. You should not be disturbed. It makes much difference. You should be decided. So this way, Sankaracharya says, Ata samadhatsu yatendriyasan nirantaram shantamana pratiji. When you want to calmness, your mind should not be disturbed. Your sense organs should be restlessness. Your order must be followed. So this way, yatendriya, you are the controller of the sense organs. You are the controller of the mind. So you don't disturb the mind and mind doesn't disturb you. Make mutual understanding. Just make mutual understanding. You don't disturb mind. Just pass order and mind, sense organs follow. And also, when you want, I want this, your sense organs, your mind cooperate to you. Nirantaram santamana pratichi, and you meditate on the Paramatma, on the yourself. Vidvanse dhvantam anadya vidya kritam sadekat avalokanena. And meditate on the Paramatma. This meditation on the Brahman, on the Paramatman, on the self, meditation means just concentrate. Ekatva darshanena, see the world, ekatva, you and the Paramatman are not two. You and the supreme reality are not different. There is no different. Both are same. This way, vidvanse dhvantam anadya vidya, the ignorance which is beginningless. Its work is darkness. Darkness means ignorance. we cannot see in the darkness. In darkness, there may be lots of objects, but we are not able to stream them because darkness is there. So just dispel the darkness. How? Just bring a light. Simple. So this vidvanse tvantam anadya vidya ekatva avalokena. The very meaningful word is ekatva, non-duality. I and that. They are not different. They are one. This way, you dispel the ignorance. In this verse, Shankaracharya says, your job is controlling sense organs and mind and see the duality with the Brahman. Now, next verse. Yogasya prathama dwaram vag nirodho aparigraha nirasa cha niriha cha nityam ekanta shilata. I repeat again. Yogasya pratham dwaram vang nirodho aparigraha nirasa cha niriha cha nityam ekanta shilata. See the translation. The first doorway to yoga consists of control of speech, non-accumulation of possessions, freedom from expectations, freedom from activity, and living away in solitude place. See the translation again. The first step to yoga are control of speech, non-accumulation of possessions, entertaining no expectations, freedom from activities, and always living in retired place. Very beautiful verse. What yoga is? What yoga is? Patanjali says in Yoga Sutra, yoga is in 8 steps. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. There are another concepts about yoga. There are Samhat Yoga, Raj Yoga. And because yoga is so tough, it is not easy. But it looks very nice. How to attain this yoga? No one can enter directly Samadhi. Samadhi is the peak. It is very beautiful. It is a goal. Every seeker wants to be there. But it is not so easy. To reach there, for a seeker, a greatest effort is required. It's like a impenetrable fort. It has only one entry point. No one can enter from here and there. It has just one gate. And everyone has to enter from there. There is no option. So Patanjali says, yoga has 8 limbs. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Here, Shankaracharya says, he's giving 5 steps. course, there are many other fundamental requirements. They are understood. The seeker has. Seeker has. Here he is giving 5 steps. Yogasya prathama, the entrance point of this yoga. And I told so many times, in Vedanta, when you are told about yoga, it does not mean like you sit properly and make a lotus posture and some breathings and close your eyes. Not only it is more than that. In Vedanta, yoga means non-dualism, the state of non-dualism. The ultimate yoga is in Vedanta, the non-dualism, oneness, pure consciousness, pure consciousness. So this is the last step. Here he is giving 5 steps, and first is Vang Nirodho. Vang Nirodho, control of sense organs. There is no other way. We have to follow the rules of regulations. There is no other way. Without controlling sense organs, no one can enter the realm of the yoga. So first step, in this way, in Vedantic Samadhi, according to Shankaracharya, the first step is Vang Nirodha, the control of the speech. And as I told you before, here speech does not mean only speech. Here speech stands for all sense organs, all sense of perception, speech, tongue, nose, skin, ear. All 5 sense organs are included in the speech. So you have to control them. You have to control. There is no exception. Without any exception, if you want to enter in this samadhi, you have to control. So first is control of sense of perception. You should be master. Now you are treated like a slave. Your eyes is pulling you one side. Ears are pulling other side. Tongue is pulling another side. In scriptures, there are given an example very good. It is like a person who is pulling all directions. Someone pulls left, someone pulls right, someone upside, someone upper side, front, back, every side. The person who is pulling, the person who has been pulling all directions. What miserable. See the misery of that person. Any direction he cannot move. He is being pulled all directions. Same our eyes are pulling us one direction. Same time, our ears are pulling another direction. Same time, tongue is pulling another way. So we are so miserable. So miserable. Control means you are the master. Vag nirodho. Non-accumulation of possessions. Very fundamental things. These things look very small, but they are very effective, very important. He says, non-accumulation of possessions. If things are not needed, don't collect. We collect things for what? We collect things for happiness. If the things are not giving happiness to you, then why are you collecting? What is the purpose? If they are bored for you, they are unhappy, cause for unhappiness, then why are you collecting? Why are you carrying burden? He is not saying you don't collect. See the understanding. Once it happened, Raja Janak was doing his study with Yagyavalk in the forest. The story says he was very regular to go in the forest and study the Vedanta with Yagyavalk. Once it happened, the king became late. And time became sharp. So disciple says, it is now 7, right now you should start. Yagyavalk said, we should wait for Raja Janak. He's coming. One day it happened, second day it happened. And slowly, there were other disciples in their mind, doubts came. Because Raja Janak is king, that is why my Guru is waiting. We are not king. So doubt has come in the mind. Yagyavalk was a great rishi. He understood everything. Once study was going on, everyone was listening. Suddenly, a person came from the city and tells to King Janak, O king, your city is on the fire. He said, let it be. Just 2 words, let it be. After some time, he came again and said, O king, now your palace is also on the fire. He said, let it be. Mithilayam pradagdhayam name dahiti kinchana. The city is burning. This is not my. Let it be. Let it happen. I want to study. So don't disturb. Raja Janak had so much collections. He was king. He had everything. But he had nothing. non-accumulation of possessions. Things may be with you, but you should not be with things. Aparigraha. Then, freedom from expectations. If you want happiness, if you want to be real happiness, if you want to be real happy, then don't expect from anywhere. Understand the nature of the person and the things. Don't expect. Then whatever comes, enjoy. Your expectation will make you miserable. So, expectations, if you want to just expectations, then you can expect from the God and from yourself, not other way. If you expect from any other sources, then you would be returned empty-handed with misery, and you would be disturbed. If you want to enter into really in yoga, don't expect. And freedom from activity. Activity. You are not operated by someone. You operate yourself. You should not be used by your mind, by your sense organs, and nityam ekant shilata. Ekant shilata means what? And how is it possible right now? Ekant shilata means living in retired place, in solitude place. In solitude place, you will encounter yourself. In crowd, in the society, we always try to know others. With others, we always try to find out what is this person. We are interested in others, in society, in crowd. We want to know what the nature of this person, what this person has, who is he. We have so many questions. About any object, about any person, and we forget about ourselves. We are interested, what is this? Like kids. The kids are always asking questions, what is this, what is this, what is this? What purpose? Without purpose. What is this? And the father replies, this is this. Same. In crowd, in society, we are interested always in others. What is this? With that person. What he has. What is his name? In this process, we forget about ourselves. We don't ask about ourselves. We do not want to see ourselves. We always try to know everything, anything, a very small thing, useless thing, except ourselves. We have interest in knowing what is happening in the world. Today, the media is so strong. Informations are available very easily from all the world. And we are so much obsessed. What is happening in this country? What is happening in that country? What is happening in moon? But we are not aware what is happening inside. The path of yoga says you should be available for yourself. We are available for everyone. We do not have any appointment with ourselves. We have program. We have appointments. This time I will meet this person. This time I will eat. This time this. I have appointment for everything, for everyone, every time, but we don't have any appointment with ourselves. That time I will meet myself. Solitude place is your appointment with yourself. You wait. You wait for yourself. Wait eagerly. This time is very valuable. Shankaracharya says, Nityam Ekant Shilata. This Ekant Shilata, solitude place, you have to manage. As we discussed, everyone cannot go to the Himalaya, in the bank of the river, in the seashore. It's okay. But you make your house, a corner of the room, a place where you can sit. But these steps are must, cannot skip. So now, next one, it is very related verse. Ekantasthitirindrayo paramane hetur damascetasha sanrodhe karanam shamena vilayam yayadaham vashana tena anandarashanubhutirachala brahmi sada yogina tasma chitta nirodhayeva satatam karyam priyatano munehi. I repeat again. एकांतस्थितिरिंद्रियो परमाणे हेतुरदमश्चेतसः संरोधे करणं श्रमेण विलयं यायादहं वासना तेनानन्दरसानुभूतिरचला ब्राह्मी सदा योगिना तस्माच्चित्तनिरोध एव सततं कार्यं प्रयतनो मुनिः. The meaning is, living in solitude help us to control the sense organs. Control of sense organs to control the mind. And by controlling the mind, the ego gets dissolved. This gives the yogi an absolute realization of the bliss of Brahman. Hence, a sage hold always strive diligently to question of quietness of the mind. See the translation. Living in a retired place serves the control of the sense organs. Control sense organs helps to control the mind. Through control the mind, egoism destroyed and again gives the yogini a unbroken realization of the bliss of Brahman. Therefore, the man of realization should always strive only to control the mind. Next very important verse. The main advice is the seeker of self should always strive only to control the mind. This is the path of realization of the bliss of Brahman. How? How to control the mind? Here he is saying a method. A method. In this method, you can, maybe one can reach that point. Ekanta sthiti uparamane hetur damaschetasha. If you want to control sense organs, what one should do? I want to control my sense organs, but how? Shankaracharya says, living in a solitude place helps the control of sense organs. You have to begin with a solitude place, isolated place. As we discussed before, everyone cannot go to Himalaya. The conditions are not permitted. But we can make our room in our house, any corner, any time. The thing is, time is not given. It is not just in Brahma Muhurat. Any time, any corner of your house, you are alone in your home, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, what is suitable to you. But its practice has to be done. Every seeker must remain for some time in solitude place. Time is not matter. So you can do any time. Every day, give some time to practice this sadhana. You can control sense organs. Sense organs has two points. One is goes to objective world, and another is connected to the mind. In isolated place, what we do? In isolated place, we connect the connection of the outside world. We cut the connection outside world from the sense organs. That is why you go to isolate place, close your eyes. It should be without sound, calm and quiet. Slowly, when your sense organs will not get their purpose, I cannot see the color because you have closed. Ears cannot hear any sound because you are such place there is no sound, no melody. So connection of the outside world is not available. Other side of the sense organ side is connected to the mind. So this isolation place, living this isolated place, helps to control sense organs. Sense organs is not getting anything. And if they are not getting anything, they will not give anything to the mind. Because sense organs collect information from the world and they give information to the mind. So one source has been closed. Ekantastitu paramani hetu manaschetasa. If sense organs are controlled, slowly your mind becomes weaker and weaker. This way you can overcome from the mind. And slowly, mind also becomes again weaker. Karanam, then mind becomes controlled. And if mind becomes controlled, then the sense of egoistic also dissolved. If someone is more far away from the self, the ego is more powerful. See, ego shows you are not in peace. You are victim of your imagination worlds. Ego says you are very small. Slowly, aham vasana, all impressions will annihilate. Tena ananda rasanubhuti rachala brahmi sada yogina. And so these all sources, sense organs, mind, ego sense, and they have dissolved. So now you have direct connection with absolute happiness. Tena ananda rasanubhuti rachala. Now you will get the source of absolute happiness. You have got happiness. This happiness is unbroken, without interruption. It was there before also. The happiness was there, but we are not ready to experience it. There was no obstacles other than us. Happiness was there, you were there. Only problem was sense organs, mind, ego sense. These three were problems. These three were wall. That is why you could not enjoy it. There was no distance to travel. Only problem is impure mind, restless mind, agitated mind. It was obstacles. Shankaracharya says, Tasma chitta nirodheva satatam karyam prayatno mune. The only thing has to be done by you. That's the control of the mind. He's advising to seeker, satatam karyam prayatno mune. You always strive control for mind. Now, next one. Vacham niyaksha atmani tam niyaksha buddhau dhiyam yacha buddhi sakshini tam chapi purnatmani nirvikalpe vilape shantim paramam bhajashva. I repeat again. Vacham niyaksha atmani tam niyaksha buddhau dhiyam yacha buddhi sakshini tam chapi purnam atmani nirvikalpe vilape shantim paramam bhajashva. The translation is, restrain speech in the mind and restrain the mind in the intellect, and this again restrain in the witness of intellect and emerging thereto in infinite absolute self attain supreme peace. See the translation. Restrain speech in the mind and restrain mind in the intellect. This again in the witness of intellect and merging that also in infinite absolute self attain the supreme peace. The message is attain the supreme peace. The main message is attain the supreme peace. Our ultimate goal is unbroken happiness. We want happiness always. We want happiness everywhere. But still, we have not succeeded. Yes, we got some happiness in purchase, in pieces. Happiness plus unhappiness. It was broken happiness. Shankaracharya says, attain supreme peace. For this peace, we have been working very hard since ages. We have been tried all possible methods. Yet we are empty hands. So we have to think something has gone wrong. We have to take U-turn. We are going, actually not going, we are running very fast. We have been running since ages. Everyone has been running as fast as possible. As if a competition is going on. We see the whole world has been rushing, reaching nowhere. We are in illusion that we have crossed some distance. An idea has come in our mind. If we rush faster than others, we will get more happiness. But see the game of the destiny. According to our destiny, idea comes in our mind. If destiny wants to give happiness, then idea comes which would be cause for happiness. If destiny wants to give misery, the idea comes which becomes cause for pain. I remember there is a very beautiful verse, a saying, असंभवम हेम मृगस्य जन्म तथापि रामो मृगाय लुलुवे प्राय समापत्त विपत्ति काले धियोपि पुंसा मलिनो भवन्ति. Very beautiful verse. I translate now in English. It is said in Mahabharata, Lord Ram got in miserable state. Why? Just you now forget Ram, just Lord, this is a different thing. So don't include the Lord as a Lord. Just for an example, he says, it is often seen that in time of adversity, people intellect gets corrupted. For this reason, King Ramchandra, knowing that it is not possible for a golden deer to be born, was tempted to hunt. Asambhavam he mrigasya janma. So, Our intellect, our mind takes idea from our destiny. And for this happiness is not because of destiny. This happiness is your nature. Nature does not need your destiny. So you take utterly U-turn. First think why I am running, what is my goal, and how to achieve. So come back your center. Shankaracharya says, just come back. The method is Vacham Niyaksha Atmani. Here Atmani means mind. You merge your sense organs into mind, and mind merge into intellect merge into kutastha, witness. There are two words, witness and witnessed, my intellect. So first, your sense organs merge into mind merge into intellect is also being seen by kutastha. Like I experience that my intellect is not working good, my intellect is good, I am so intelligent. So you are the watcher of the intellect. And last stage, this intellect also merges with the witness. And when there is no witness, then if there is no witness, then there is no witness. So no intellect, no kutastha, just Purnam. Purnam Atmani Nidhi Vikalpe, Purnam absolute without boundary. Boundaries also are mind, intellect, and mind, intellect, sense organs, they were boundaries. All boundaries has gone. Now you are Purnam absolute without boundary. So Shankaracharya says, Shantim Paramam Bhajaswa. Now you have got absolute happiness, absolute happiness. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavada Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.